Hi, welcome back to Doing Things Out of Order. Did you need a reminder? Brian,
What?
that doesn't help.
Sure it does. Look at that face.
Alright.
It's just one of those stupid, like, what-if things that this game throws at you.
Look for some... I'm assuming you were supposed to have done that, like, a long time ago. Because I don't know what point talking to Sarsaparilla at this point would help at all.
Yeah.
Alright, so we have Turtle Rock, and then we have the... Ice.
Fifth dungeon, yeah.
The fifth dungeon. The one I love so very much.
I actually kind of like that one. I don't hate that
Where
one
are you
so much.
going?
Thought I need to be in the Dark World?
Yeah, you do, but not here specifically.
Well, this is the closest one I could get to.
No, it's not. And that's not the portal you're supposed to take, Brian.
I'm here, aren't I?
I mean, you're here, but you're going to have to leave again to get to the dungeon.
I will.
Yes.
Isn't it that dungeon?
Yeah, it is.
So I go into that water, and then I use the teleporter that's there, and then I go.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Did you...
I like the Dark World better than the Light World. Maybe I wanted to travel in the Dark World to do it.
But you can just flute yourself to that island in the light world. And it's much faster.
Yeah, but fast isn't always the best way to go.
Yeah, it is. Since fucking when? Are we taking the scenic route?
Ladies, do y'all want to tell him?
What, the scenic route?
Hey, look, heart tank.
I was about to say, if you get warped right back to the dark world.
I know.
Why did you go back?
I don't know. Because I'm stupid.
Goodness, I genuinely thought you were about to come out of the... Alright. Ugh.
Do you enjoy the tumor that I'm slowly giving you?
Yes, it's fantastic. I've already picked out a name for him.
Good. I call mine Lung Buddy.
Lung Buddy?
Yeah.
Alright. It's fine, it's great.
You take away the scary thing's power over you when you give it a stupid name.
It doesn't take its power over you, you still have a tumor.
Yeah, but now
It's
I laugh
still
at
there.
it.
Oh, God. Brian, I know they say laughter's the best medicine. However, I don't believe that was advice given by a doctor.
No, that's just a conspiracy by the laughing gas companies.
What?
It's a conspiracy by the laughing gas companies.
Oh. We did get the
Magical
magic
will protect
medicine.
you.
Okay.
And the walls are just like blah, 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 blah.
What?
The walls, they're just like blah, blah, blah. The little statues, I mean.
Oh.
Their tongues.
I was about, why are you wasting arrows on the...
Because we have a shit ton of arrows and I felt like it.
We have the hook shot, and the hook shot's free.
I don't care.
I care.
Then you play.
Fine, give me the controller, I'll play.
No! There, in your hook yard, in your hair.
Like some fucking, what was it, Firefly bullshit. It's like, do you want to be the captain? Yes. Well, you can't.
You know what? Fuck it.
Good job. It's gonna ignite all the penguins?
Yep.
Okay.
Penguins, huh?
Well, what are they supposed
with
to be?
webbed ears? I always thought they were just like weird reptile men. Honestly, they kind of look vaguely like kappas, but without the weird bald head thing going on.
I always thought they were just, like, penguins with bigger teeth.
Yeah. Got the compass.
I don't... Okay.
A totally useless item in this game.
Not good, totally useless. Tells you where the boss is.
Oh well. I mean, I'm gonna assume it's behind the big scary door.
There's a bunch of big Really?
Yes. Really.
Man, you are going to town with this thing today.
You hate this dungeon. I do not, because I have methods.
Oh my goodness. Is that part of your method too?
Yep. Uh-huh. It's all part of that whole false sense of security thing I told you about. See, now he thinks he's gonna win. Made my victory all the sweeter.
Yep, you're down a little bit of magic, but
I'll live.
you won. That's
right.
That's a victory.
Exactly.
You did it.
I'm the real winner.
So, speaking of winner, a while back you mentioned cheese dreams.
All right, let's do this.
Don't you? You can't say you don't love my ridiculous tangents.
Oh yeah. Besides, I can add to this, so go ahead.
So, a while back, I forgot what the context was at the time, but you mentioned cheese dreams.
Yeah.
And I had no idea what the fuck you were talking about, because I hadn't even heard of cheese dreams, let alone had one.
Yeah. Did you had one?
I had a few. Incidentally, shortly after I had cheese. So I'm willing to believe that maybe cheese dreams are a thing now.
Uh-huh. You know they affect the same part of your brain that cocaine does, right?
I'm sorry?
Yeah, cheese has the same effect or affects the same part of your brain that cocaine does.
Is this confirmed? Because
Yes.
I feel like...
This is 100% confirmed. Cheese affects the same part of your brain as cocaine. Of course, not to the same degree. It's like how vanilla affects the same part of your brain and tongue as spicy, like Tabasco sauce, but, to a much lesser degree.
So anyway, cheese dreams.
Yeah, cheese dreams.
So I had a few. All right, like probably the most normal one I had was, I think for whatever reason I was playing tag with someone that I didn't recognize. I was just kind of out in a large sort of a very dirt covered area, and I'm just like running from some dude, just whatever. Like,
Yeah.
it's not like violent or anything. He's not like like he's not trying to kill me or anything. It's just, oh hey, he's trying to tag me. I'm trying to run away, whatever. But partway through, like as I'm running in this dream, my foot like plunges through the dirt,
Okay.
and I pull my leg out and I start looking around again, trying to figure out what's going on. I start running, and my foot breaks through another part of this, and I'm looking around and I realize this whole time I've been running on basically a giant termite mound.
Ah. I've been there.
And, have you?
Fire ants, but yeah, I'll explain that in a minute.
Okay. But yeah, that was kind of the dream that just, and I think that was about the time I woke up, because luckily I was in a panic, because I don't know if termites do anything directly to humans.
They can.
'Cause
They don't
I
have
know-
stingers, but they chew through wood, so their pinchers suck.
Because I know, ants are very clearly something you don't want to deal with, but termites, I have no idea if they bite or whatever. But I had another where, oh nice. So, I had one. This was actually a little more serious, but
That's not big.
big boy. Don't fat shame. We don't do that here.
I'm not. I'm acknowledging his bigness and
Don't
allowing it
fat
to-
shame the absurdly large spike thing.
You're an absurdly large spike thing.
But if you remember, a few months ago, I had a little bit of an issue with someone I didn't know trying to come into my house.
Oh yeah.
Remember? Now, anyone who's hearing this for the first time, don't worry, they didn't actually get in. It was just a little bit of a scare that I had, where someone came to the door late at night, knocked, and like insisted I let them in. Nothing happened. They eventually left, but whatever. However, I did have a dream shortly after where...
It was a tarp.
What?
Trap.
Oh. What the fuck are you talking about?
Anyway.
But in this dream, I ended up, there was another knock at my door. This was in a much more reasonable time of the day, though. And in this dream, I saw an old sergeant I had when I was in the military. And I was wondering, like, why is this guy here? Like, first off, how did he find out where the heck I was? Because, even when I left the military about 10 years ago, a little under 10 years ago, he had been in the service for a while. So I would have expected he would have retired. So it was a little confusing to me at the time. Like, is he still in? All right, whatever. Why is he here, though? But, dude, it's one bomb. You've got 50 more. You got 49 more.
Yeah.
Not a big deal. But I'm wondering, like, so what's he doing here? So I let him in, and I'm like, hey, how's it going? What's happening? And he told me that apparently someone was coming after me. And this particular sergeant was usually really goofy most of the time. Like, it was very rare that he ever was like stone-faced serious business.
Okay.
If there was a chance to not be serious, he took it.
Sounds like me. Got it.
So when he actually was serious, it was very jarring to me.
Yeah.
So I'm like, at this point, and keep in mind, this is still just a cheese dream. So I'm like, I don't know it at the time, but I'm fully convinced that something is horribly wrong. Someone's coming after me. Oh my god. But thankfully I woke up like shortly after, so I didn't have to constantly worry. But the thing that kind of caught me off guard is like I'm sitting there constantly talking to this dude.
Yeah.
But I was like, I woke up half asleep, but still talking. Like to the point where like I realized I was awake, but I was still groggy, still not fully aware of my senses, and I'm still talking to this person that my brain should now know does not exist in my living room currently.
Yeah.
And then I had one more. I had one more cheese dream, and this is kind of weird gross. Kind of. I don't know how to explain it.
It's okay. The dream I'm going to tell you about made me realize that my therapist was crazy, so...
So this... God, okay.
Nice little teaser for you.
Way to pause right now. Wow, there goes like half your magic in one shot.
Anyway, what was that?
I said there goes half your magic in one shot.
Continue your story.
And there it goes again.
I'm going to throw this skull at you.
Okay, so... The last...
Shut up! At this point, I have to get it out of a matter of principle.
I can't get... Okay, I was about to say, I cannot tell the story unless you get rid of this red skull thing. My brain is going to be locked into that until you vanquish that. Okay, so... I had a... So, the last cheese dream I had, this is kind of a weird one. So, I found myself... I was walking through just a giant, like, outdoor above-ground swimming pool full of ramen. Like, no soup or anything, it's just the ramen noodles. Already weird enough. But you're already giving me that look like...
Now, I have a ramen-related thing to share with you, too, that I just remembered.
Oh, good. Now, in this particular ramen related cheese dream that I had, like I'm mostly clothed, I'm walking around, but I'm barefoot. Like I'm not wearing shoes during this. And I'm just walking around, and I feel something kind of weird with my foot. Like I'm wondering like what's happening? Something's not right. So eventually I make my way out of this swimming pool, and I get out and I like inspect my feet, like what's going on? What's wrong? How come my feet feel weird? And
there's something unusual about this pool filled with ramen, but I can't quite place it.
Oh no, it's nothing unusual about the pool of ramen other than it's a pool of fucking ramen, which is weird enough. But when I come out, somehow the toenail of my big toe has just disappeared. Like it's been replaced with a chunk of ramen. And so I like kind of brush that away, and it's just like there's no blood or anything. It's not like it's been violently torn off or anything. It's just not there.
Yeah.
Like it's just a fleshy gap where a toenail used to be.
Brought to you by Cup Noodle.
Brought to you by Marchon Ramen. Think about Howie's toes as you eat these. That was, yeah, so previously I was not aware that, like I wasn't fully convinced that cheese dreams existed, and now all of a sudden I've had a few of them. Brian, please do, okay. You have to, okay. I was like, please tell me you know this trick.
Yes.
Okay, alright, cool. All right.
This was specifically why I was doing it in this room.
Okay,
to
good.
get this part done.
Good. I know we've been making discoveries.
I know how this room works.
Okay. But yeah, all of a sudden I've got just a stack of cheese dreams to share because...
damn it, back into this room.
Well, I mean...
it's fine. I need to go down here anyway.
You did need to progress lower into the dungeon. This just gets you there a different way, which is fine.
Anyway, yeah, so, in my case, I have a recurring nightmare.
Oh my god.
Wow, that's my first death, isn't it?
I think that's your first death specifically, yes.
But, yeah, I've got this recurring nightmare, and this nightmare is why I realized that my therapist was nuts and I got rid of him. So, I've had this same nightmare since I was, 5 years old, okay?
Okay.
And the best way to describe it is, it's a white room. Completely white. Impossibly white. If there was furniture that was also white in this room, I would not be able to see it. That's how impossibly white this room is.
Okay.
The room, I'm aware that it's triangular in nature because I am backed into a corner, and there is a flat wall directly across from me, telling me that the room is 3 walls.
Okay.
And along the far wall, about a foot off the ground, but about 6 to 9 feet wide, depending on the version of the dream I'm having, because it has minor variations. There is a window. And the window itself is frosted, so I can't quite see who's in the window, but I can tell that there are figures. There are just people standing there, silhouettes. And I am calm and completely aware that I'm in this room, but I can't move. And it's because the room itself isn't flat. It's actually vertical. The wall across from me is actually the ceiling I become aware of.
Okay.
And the weirdest part of this dream is that from behind the people, a bright flash goes off. But not like a camera flash where it's like bam, but it's a slow building flash that eventually becomes a camera flash. But for some reason, that flash of light is so utterly terrifying to me that I always shoot awake screaming. Every time.
Lovely.
And I've had this dream repeatedly
Okay.
for decades. And I had never really shared it with anyone until I shared it with my therapist. And he's like, have you ever consulted an alien abduction specialist? And I'm like, oh, you're one of those.
Are you...
Not even kidding. He tried to
Shitting
convince
me
me that my recurring nightmare was an alien abduction suppressed memory. And I'm like, dude, you're out of your goddamn mind.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
And this is supposed to be a medical professional, right?
Yeah, I mean, you know, you got to be a little crazy to deal with people like me, but that's just...
I'm about to say, that's not a little crazy anymore. That is far gone
Yeah.
from a therapist.
So, yeah.
That's a little bit wild, yeah.
And the ramen noodle thing I wanted to tell you.
I was about to say, I feel like that needs to be addressed now.
Well, you know one of my hobbies is building model kits.
Right.
And I recently built a nice little miniature, like 1/4 scale Sega Saturn model kit.
Uh-huh.
And I'm really proud of it. And as part of a line of like best products that Bandai got licensed to. Oh, right, that.
Yeah.
But
Oh, right, that guy.
So,
Brian, please, for the love of God.
They've got like a Sega Saturn and a PlayStation and a couple of other like model kits of consoles and stuff.
Can I interrupt you for a second?
What's that?
Please fucking heal.
Oh, yeah.
We have no more fairies. So if you die here, it's back to the end. We have one fairy. Brian,
Feel better?
we have one more fairy.
Yes, I know. We had 2 fairies coming in here.
Did you know we have one fairy left?
Yes.
I don't know if you know, Brian. Thought I'd tell you.
Anyway, one of the products they're putting out is a 1-to-1 scale $25 model kit of a cup noodle.
Are you serious?
Yep. And the thing is it doesn't have a sticker. Every color break in the label is another piece of plastic that you insert into the plastic of the cup. Yeah, the lid is also a bunch of pieces of plastic. You get like 20 different pieces for the noodles so that they like have some dimension to them. Why did I do that?
I don't know. I was wondering why you were going to the fire rod
but
for
like,
a second.
It's a... Oh, damn it. I always thought those guys looked like football players.
Because of the comically large pads on the
Yeah.
shoulders?
But yeah, they're doing like a full-on licensed giant-ass cup noodle, and I love it.
Okay.
I'm not gonna lie, I need to buy it. I absolutely have to own this stupid thing.
You don't need to buy it. I mean,
Oh, I do need to. I could buy like 1,000 actual cup noodles for the price of this damn thing, but I don't care.
That's why you don't need to. You don't need this particular thing, Brian. As someone who has bought an absurd number of figures, you don't need to pay for not cup noodles.
Are you not familiar with For the Lulz? I need this thing.
Brian, how much are these lulls going to cost you?
$25 plus shipping.
That is...
But I still have my 10% off on USA Gundam Store because I follow a specific YouTuber that does Gundam and he's sponsored by them. And you get like a one-time use of this $10 off, or 10% off coupon. So, and I've got like a $10 credit with them. So yeah, one of the kits that I ordered that I got like the expedited shipping and all that, it came in like super late and totally crushed. So I got a credit with them.
Just don't... Never mind. I was going to say, just don't lift that block, but
I know it's there.
you're already halfway through right now.
Go big or go home, man. For somebody who hates when video games laugh at them, you really don't mind those things very much.
Well, the thing is, I don't like when the game laughs at you directly for your misfortune. Those things are more obstacles than anything.
Yeah, but they're laughing at you. I didn't get the item, did I?
No, you didn't. That's why I kept seeing you go further
Which
into
is
the
the blue
dungeon.
cane, isn't it? No, it's the red armor.
No, it's the blue armor.
Blue armor.
The blue cane is on Death Mountain.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
The red armor is the red armor is in Ganon's castle.
I was thinking this was going to drop me to the other side of where the armor was.
No.
Or where the item was.
No. For that, okay, I was a little bit worried we weren't going to have enough for the, to break the ice, but...
Graphics.
By graphics, you mean slowdown?
Yep.
Blast processing!
Cinematic slowdown.
Ooh, lordy. Ooh, lordy.
Your lordy cannot help you now. They're mad because you killed their other eyeball friend.
Which one?
The giant eyeball. These guys are like the halfway point in those. Like, they grow into these, and then they become the giant eyeballs.
For the love of God. Don't burn up the last, fairy.
Fairy?
We don't... Do we have any more medicine? I don't think we do.
No.
Or you could just use the cane. Or not the cane, the cape. Oh, you can't. Oh, you're not gonna have much, but... Ooh.
Did it.
Wow.
Yay!
Way to cut it damn close.
That's how I roll.
Good fucking lord. Alright. So I guess I'm making a second trip to get the blue armor then?
Yep.
Lovely. Alright.
Getting that sweet content. Stretching out our episode count.
Yes, this was definitely planned.
Yeah.
It wasn't just you accidentally your way into the boss room.
Nice. See, by increasing it by one more
the hell?
episode, it increases our view time and hopefully our subscriber count.
Brian,
What?
it increases episode time. That doesn't necessarily increase viewer time because that's the kind of thing people see you do that and they're like, oh, fuck this guy. He just skipped the dungeon. They gotta go back in it to get the armor again. Ugh. I think you might be...
What if we promise to sneak a photo of me standing next to the Oscar Mayer Wiener wagon into the next episode, but they have to watch the whole thing to find it? But then we don't do it? So they'll have watched the whole episode. Because they haven't gotten this far in this episode yet. They left 3 puns ago. So they don't know what I'm planning.
What are you talking about right now?
To get them to watch the full episode next time.
What are you... Okay.
Not at all.
I don't know what... Oh, for God's sakes, don't not at all. Okay. So we have... No, we got 1 dungeon left before Ganon's Tower.
Yep.
So I guess I'm making the return trip next time.
Enjoy it.